All right, let's be honest. One of the biggest mysteries of new parenthood is breastfeeding. How often? How long? Am I doing this right? Will my baby ever stop being hungry? If you're feeling a bit lost in the world of feeding schedules, don't worry, I've got you. I'm Emma, a mum with over 20 years of experience in childcare and parenting, and this is Raising Stars, the place where we navigate parenthood together with tips, tricks, and a bit of humor to keep us sane. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on more parenting wisdom. Now let's dive into the breastfeeding basics. Breastfeeding is one of the most natural things in the world, but that doesn't mean it's always easy. Every baby is different, and every mum's experience is unique, but knowing what's normal can really help take some of the stress out of the equation. So let's talk about how often and how long you should be feeding your baby. How often should I breastfeed? In the early days, it might feel like your baby is permanently attached to you, and you wouldn't be far off. Newborns should breastfeed 8 to 12 times a day for about the first month. That's every 1.5 to 3 hours. Why? Because breast milk is digested quickly and their tiny tummies empty fast. Plus, frequent feeding helps boost your milk supply. By the time your baby reaches 1 to 2 months, feedings usually settle into a more manageable 7 to 9 times a day. And yes, that's still a lot, but it will get easier. Now, one big tip. Don't let your newborn go more than 4 hours without a feed, even overnight. Yes, I know the promise of sleep is tempting, but keeping those feeds consistent is key to a happy, healthy baby. Counting time between feeds. Here's something new mums often find confusing. How do you count the time between feeds? It's from the start of one feed to the start of the next. So if your baby starts nursing at 6 a.m., then again at 8 a.m., then 10 a.m., that's every 2 hours? It's a lot, but soon they'll go longer between feeds. Promise. How long should feeds last? Newborns can take their sweet time, nursing for up to 20 minutes or longer on each side, but as they get older, they get better at it, sometimes finishing in as little as 5 to 10 minutes per side. Your baby's efficiency improves, and that means more time for you to do things like shower. Some things that affect feeding time include your milk supply, how fast your letdown reflex kicks in, and whether your baby is an eager feeder or more of a sips tea slowly kind of eater. When to switch breasts? Ever feel like you're playing a game of which boob was it last time? A good rule of thumb: switch breasts in the middle of each feed and start with the opposite side at the next feeding. If you struggle to remember, use a little ribbon or a breastfeeding app to track. Some babies prefer one breast per session, others like a bit of variety. Either way, keeping both breasts evenly fed helps maintain supply and prevents painful engorgement. Nobody wants that. How often should I burp my baby? Burping, the underrated art of parenting. Try burping your baby after finishing on one side before switching breasts. Some babies barely need it, while others turn into tiny air balloons. If your baby spits up a lot, try burping more often. But if they're vomiting up entire feeds, that's a sign to check in with your doctor. Why is my baby hungrier than usual? Ever feel like your baby has turned into a bottomless pit? Growth spurts are real. Expect extra hungry days around 7 to 14 days, 2 months, 4 months, and 6 months. During these times, your little one might want to nurse constantly. Go with it. It's normal and it helps boost milk supply. How long should I breastfeed? The big question. How long should you breastfeed? Experts recommend exclusive breastfeeding for the first 6 months, then continuing up to 2 years or longer if it works for you and your baby. The benefits? Where do I start? Breastfeeding reduces the risk of infections, SIDS, diabetes, and even obesity. And for mums, it helps the uterus shrink, burns calories, and even lowers the risk of breast cancer and heart disease. Not bad for something that also lets you binge-watch TV while feeding. So to sum up, feed your baby often, watch for hunger cues, switch sides, burp when needed, and don't stress too much. Every baby is different and you'll figure out what works best for you. If you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button and join us here at Raising Stars. We've got loads more tips to help you be the best and calmest parent you can be. And hey, share this video with a fellow sleep-deprived parent who needs it. See you next time.